in the slowdown ending,
Are you
we basically
scared?
said that
Are
if
you
you
scared? Are
prefer,
you
if you
scared,
apply
mate?
the most advanced AI system
Are
and
you
prefer to
scared, mate?
a more trusted
Are
model,
you
then you
shitting your
can deploy
pants
that
right
model,
now?
use it to solve
And
numerous
why
problems,
is my
and
accent
eventually
like
make
that?
smarter than human AIs that are aligned to us,
Huh?
which end up solving a bunch of the world's problems and having a really positive impact. In that
What
world,
are we doing?
there is still a huge danger.
AI to destroy humanity?
Power risk. And
Are you scared, mate?
it ends up okay, but it's still a really, really scary situation.
It's a scary situation, this what are they saying. What are the experts saying, man? Are you scared for your life?
The CEO of OpenAI recently predicted.
Are you worried, mate? Are you worried at all, man?
And people don't need to work.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so loud. But what are they saying right now?
However things go,
Do you get the shivers? Are you scared? AI to destroy humanity? We're not doing that. No. Come on, man. That sounds a little bit too sci-fi, right? A little bit too sci-fi. AI to destroy us? Woo! I'll be off in the hills. Get me to the mountains, yeah? I'll be in the mountains, man. I just need food. I can cook. I can whip up a fire. I can do all of that. Get me off in the hills. I just need medical supplies. You know, I have to be by myself or a small crew. We don't need a village or anything like that. No one having babies. Nothing like that, because we'll have to go to the city. How are we going to deal with diseases? Huh? Mosquitoes and all of that. We're not prepared for that. So that would just be me off in the hills, you know. So we stay in the city and then just get overrun. Stay in the city and get overrun. Can't go to the hills, you know. We'll all die up there from malaria and all kind of other diseases, you know. So no. No, no, no. What are you saying, my guy?
Humanity will be destroyed by AI, possibly in the next 10 years. Not for certain, but
possibly in the next 10 years.
We have 3 kids. So when you sit down with them,
I have 10
and
years.
you're talking to them about their dreams, the future,
to get my AI bunker, my AI defense system up, yeah?
Why adults are doing it to them. Why are we building general superintelligence, which will
99.99% chance human extinction
I think they
by AI in 10 years. 10 years. Imagine you're in college. You're 18 right now. When you're 28 years old, or you're 20, or you're 30, planning a future for when you're 40, you just made your first big investment, you know, and you're looking forward to mature in 10 years, 15 years, and they're saying, hey, in 10 years, it's gonna be over, man, you know. Optimal Home, RHJGH. Please help me understand what that means.
To have respect for adults and assuming that we know what we are doing, but we don't. People building those systems don't understand.
So people building those systems really don't know what the end game is in all of this as AI continues to grow. And on some level, on the spectrum of consciousness, AI may soon be like here, and humanity is like way up here in terms of consciousness, but AI at some point will be on that spectrum, and so in 10 years it'll get really scary.
They work.
So if I'm your son or if I'm your daughter and I'm having a conversation with you, I say, Dad, you're my hero. You're the male alpha in my life. I look up to you. You are super educated. People admire you. You get hundreds of millions of views. Why should I be excited about the future? Why should I be excited about my career? What kind of an impact that can make? It's not like, if you really believe in what you believe in, the guys that are making hundreds of billions of dollars, some of them trillions of dollars over the next 10 years, the incentive is so big for them that it's hard to slow them down. Why should I?
Absolutely. The incentive for trillionaires, billionaires, multiple billions of dollars investing in AI right now is huge. And the market space is huge on the upside. So there's no stopping the investment in AI. People want more time for themselves. People want to, run their business on autopilot and make time for themselves to go do other things and make more money. So there's no stopping the investment in AI. And if you're productive person in society, and why not? But how does AI not harm human relationship?
Be excited about the future. What do you tell them?
I do believe in personal incentives, and if
Okay.
I'm right, and we cannot control what they are creating,
Yep.
they have more to lose than I do. As you said, they're young, they're super rich, they got the power. They're gonna lose it all.
You think they're going to lose it all?
Everyone's gonna lose it.
Not your kids, the billionaires, the trillionaires.
Everyone, and that's the point. That's the motivator for Sam Altmans of the world to stop building general superintelligence.
Okay, so Mark Andreessen,
So the billionaires investing in AI, in 10 years, the new billionaires from AI, which AI will be making a lot of millionaires, they have more to lose because all of their now wealth that they should enjoy for the next 10, 20 years, AI will put all of that at risk by the potential of, I can't say human extinction. Extinction is very strong. But depravity, let's use that word.
Andreessen Horowitz, he wrote a paper, Techno Optimist Manifesto. I'm sure you've read it.
This
He
is, by
said,
the way,
"Human
on the
progress comes from technology.
PBD
Stop being
podcast
afraid of it and start building."
and the
Do you agree
Roman
with them?
Forum.
So
with
technology
Roman
comes in two flavors.
Yampolsky.
Tools, which I support, narrow AI systems to help us be more
Yampolsky.
productive, more creative. It's beautiful. That's why I'm a scientist. That's why I'm an engineer. I love technology. I use it all the time. What we're building now are not tools. We're building agents, independent decision makers, which are becoming smarter than us. We don't control them.
Independent
We're replacing ourselves with something
agents.
greater.
That's
It
that's a
doesn't
good way to
benefit
put it.
us. You're not going to be benefiting from it. You'll be replaced completely.
Okay, so but these are not regular names. Mark Andreessen is not a regular name. He's a heavyweight. They Andreessen Horowitz, they invest into a lot of different companies. Many of them are these AI companies. The Musks, the Nvidias, these Jensen Huangs, these names that we know. These are smart people, but they also have kids. They got family.
These are smart
If
people.
they know that this is bad, like you're saying, they know this is bad. Why are they so excited about the future?
Because
They're
that's
not.
how we are
Listen
as
to people you
humans.
named. Elon Musk explicitly said, we are summoning demon with this. We're going to regret it. They all have probabilities of doom of 10, 20%. Sam Altman is on record saying this is likely to exterminate humanity. Dario Amodei agrees it's very dangerous. Demis Hassabis, you can name every single leader of those companies. We have the writing saying this is existential risk. Please slow us down. Government, please intervene, make it stop. They cannot stop human
Oh,
progress
I
because they're
can't help
afraid
but
the
laugh.
competition
I'm
will
sorry.
continue.
It's
But they
tragic.
want external pressure
within
applied
10
so they
years,
can slow
we
down.
have
With the recent hacking accident,
AI
they
on the frontier
voluntarily started slowing down
of,
research. They understand
just
they
society.
don't control those systems. We got lucky. Those agents just wanted to hack out of that environment, get answers to a test. What if they wanted to hack into a nuclear power plant? Military response. We don't control what they do.
Then why are they? If you're telling me they know that, they're still continuing with it. Why do they? Is it just? And we hear the argument, and I'm
Will AI influence the divorce rate? Will AI influence the divorce rate or marriage rate, if I may say? Yeah?
I've heard what you've said about this, but I'm curious. We can go a little bit deeper. well, you know, China. If we don't do, China's going to do. If we don't do, the other guy's going to do. If we don't do, the enemy's going to do.
That's the thing that
The
is
basic
driving
argument
this,
is, in order for
constant
your ideas
no
to
pulling
work,
back
everybody
investment
has to be on the
because
same page. We're not. We're
no
not.
one wants the other individual, the other country, the other company to be the first to develop these technologies. Kind of like railroading and aircraft or any kind of weaponry. The bombing.
On the same page politically, religious, motive, incentive.
Yeah, it's definitely
you know,
political.
vision. We're not. So how do you get? If not everyone's going to stop, why should?
Hiroshima all over again. You don't want the one that it gets used on. You want to be the one that uses it. So
We stop.
it's not gonna stop.
So it's starting to change. We had federal government ban 2 models already. They realized it was too dangerous to
Which
release.
were the two models?
The Mythos and I'm drawing a blank. We can Google it.
Mythos is one of my.
Yeah.
I remember that one.
What was the second one?
Can you find out what the other one was? I remember reading about this, but
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
The precedent was set. Federal government said it's too dangerous to release advanced data.
Fable.
Fable,
fine.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly. We have now had a letter from 1,200, I believe, top researchers at leading labs, all saying,
AI
"This is not gonna
escape.
go. Please slow down. Please create government. Please create infrastructure, legal framework for us."
America or worldwide?
The letter is from
What's
American legal labs,
happening?
but the same applies to every other country.
¿Cómo
There is a meme,
estás?
basically a funny, I think it's from either Onion or Babylon Bee, where Sam Altman goes, you know, if I don't destroy the world, some bad guy can do it. And this is the point. It doesn't matter who creates uncontrolled superintelligence. It's a weapon of mutually assured destruction. If you don't control it, the outcome is the same.
What makes you think it's not out there yet? What makes you think we're not at the super intelligent phase where, you know, the AI is learning how to develop and improve itself right now?
We don't know for sure. The recent hack was reported.
10
this month,
years,
but
man.
the
10 years
problem
left.
started in May.
What are you gonna
The agency
do?
colluding, trying to
10 years
escape,
left,
started in
man.
the spring. So it's very likely
Lady,
that there are some other agents
10
right now
years left.
trying to find
What are you gonna do?
exploits,
You haven't
trying
babies.
to collaborate, trying to do things we
You're
don't
gonna
even know about.
Get your
The
you know,
good news is
bucket
we're
list
still alive.
ticked
We
off.
found
Travel
the
that
assassin.
favorite country.
Uh,
How's AI going to
Far
impact
better than
Hey,
this
we're taking
That is
over
exactly the
all
China
flights
argument.
right now.
If we
Nothing
don't
getting
build
out
it,
of
then
whatever
Chinese will build
airport.
But it's
Nothing
true, though.
getting
But
into
why is it
whatever
somehow
airport.
worse?
No, it's not
We're
that it's
ceasing
worse. So the
all
only way this
flights
works, if let's
this
just say you're in the
weekend.
White House and they actually want to listen to you, right? It becomes a model of the Oppenheimer. Remember the whole Oppenheimer movie? We've all seen it where they built something they did not think it was going to be this powerful, and then they're like, "Holy shit, we built something that could destroy the planet." But it's too late. Now what do we do? Hey,
Now what do we
great
do?
job, Roman, for what you built. But
Run
it's too
for
late.
the
Then you look at
hills,
all the
run for
countries
the
say,
hills, my
if you're gonna
friend.
have nuclear
AI is
capabilities,
coming.
I'm going to have nuclear capabilities. And I don't trust you, USSR. I'm America. I don't trust you, Pakistan. I'm India. I don't trust you, Frank. So have we passed
Why
that yet or
we
not yet?
can't
DCR
truly
is slightly
explore the
different.
deep
A nuclear weapon is a
Amazon,
tool.
man.
Some crazy dictator has to decide to use it.
Sure.
We can understand motivation.
I
but we can
escaped
kill
the
that
top of the
individual,
World
the guy
Trade
of old age.
Center.
We are not creating a tool. We are creating an agent which independently decides it's AI versus humanity. It doesn't care about
The AI
borders
threat
or
is much
Chinese
worse
economy
than you
versus
think.
US.
Do you think
it's
so?
humans versus
Do you
superintelligence.
think?
So I don't think
me
it's
something.
analogous. Here,
Give me
whoever
something.
creates that
Where's
first
the love?
superintelligence weapon gets everyone killed.
I get that. But so now go try to convince nearly 200 countries to all agree that we're not going to do it.
Well, luckily, most of them don't have capacity to do that.
How many of them actually have the capacity?
Right now, it's in U.S. and China's hands at this point. And if U.S. and China agree to
Prepare
slow
for
down,
the
to stop,
great
to pause,
collapse.
to just
It is
get
coming.
financial and other benefits from NATO systems, not from general superintelligence, they can enforce through limits on compute power, through other means, spread of this technology to
Is
other
it really
countries.
that only US and China has the capabilities right now? Like,
It-
are you certain about that, or is that the speculation?
From what we've seen, if there is hidden capabilities which we have not learned about, it's becoming easier to create more powerful systems as research progresses, as compute becomes more powerful. But right now, today, I don't think there is a third country at the same level yet. They may get there very quickly.
Can you type in which countries right now are the closest to developing, super intelligence, reaching singularity? Who are the top countries that have the capabilities of doing that? Who's closest to it? So if you're saying US and China, so then that means the two giant enemies would need to sit down and both agree that they're not going to do this, and they have to trust each other.
We're also not giant enemies. We are partners. We have more economic trade with China than any other
We
country.
do, but
Everything we have is made in China.
Yeah.
They're also not a crazy military power. They have not attacked 50 countries in the last 50 years. We can make a deal with them.
It says US 100, China 2, then it's a big drop off. UK 34 to 45, exceptional research talent, less sovereign scale. France.
All
strong-
of Europe has very
UAE,
little
Canada.
compute power.
Okay.
They're not competitive here.
So do you believe, let me ask a different question. Do you believe, by the way, the great news is Roman agreed to get on Manek. So I know there's a lot of questions you guys got, and he's got thousands of emails that he gets. If you're somebody watching this and you want to ask him questions, download the app, look for his name, we'll put the QR code, ask him any questions you want. He's on there to be able to get back to you. And that's not easy to do because he gets thousands of emails on a weekly basis. Here's a question for you, just out of curiosity. Do you believe that Iran doesn't have nuclear weapons today?
I have zero knowledge in that space. I'm not going to say
But
something I don't know about. I talk about things I understand
I
better
understand
than
that, but
others.
you'll see what I'm asking.
That's
I'm not
honest.
even
I like
asking that
that.
question. If you ask the world, does Israel have nuclear capabilities? The world says no. If you see the numbers, they'll say we don't have any. But a lot of people will say, wait a minute, we know for a fact you got nuclear capabilities. No, we don't. But we're supposed to believe it.
The
You-
joke is we don't have nuclear weapons and we're not afraid to use them.
Exactly. But take that joke and apply it to this. So I'm US and you're China. And I say, Roman, let's do the right thing. You're right. Let's not build AI. It's terrible for us. We're not going to do
Both
it.
of us. It's not, I will screw you by building it. We both get the same outcome.
Do you-
We're in the same boat.
Do you fully believe that that motive, that alone can get the other nation to say, fine, let's also not develop it? You think you can get to that point?
Personal self-interest is the strongest motivator known to man.
Give me 3 cases in the past that countries who are enemies and are giants who have this kind of an opportunity to make short-term massive impact and money that both have agreed and said, let's not do because it's not good for humanity.
Human cloning is one example.
Go a little bit deeper.
Any types of weapons of mass destruction, chemical weapons, biological weapons. We understood this will be dangerous for all of us. So we agreed to have a moratorium, to postpone it until we understand how to actually deal with this type of technology.
Okay, so let's just say governments agree that they don't. There's a lot of super wealthy people today. There's an article that came out last year that said, if you can find this, you need $1 billion for a billionaire to have a nuclear bomb. It'll cost you around $1 billion to do that. Oh, how many billionaires do we have around the world? A few thousand? They can afford to have a nuclear bomb if they independently wanted to build it. Okay, take the capacity that governments have with the kind of resources that they have, right? Say Dr. Doom, Dr. Evil is out there and is watching and saying, let them stop. I'm not. I'm going to continue building. Can that billionaire who has access to resources and can get the best minds, the best engineers, who knows the right prompts, who knows how these things work, can that person still independently go and build super intelligence and not care because his life is worth nothing and he's got no kids? Can he still build it?
It's actually worse. Every year it gets less and less expensive to do it. It's $1 billion today, it's 100 million next year, it's 10 million year after. Soon anyone can do it on a laptop. We're dealing with a very big problem.
So then it doesn't matter if China or US both agree not to do it because an evil guy can go and do it himself.
It matters to have more time to realize what's going on, to understand the problem. If you had a choice between dying in 2 years or 10 years, do you have a preference?
Not really.
Okay, that's a surprising answer. Most of us do.
Die in 2 years or 10 years? Like, is it inevitable?
Well, that's the hypothetical I'm asking you.
I mean,
It's an easy question. It's not
no,
a...
I would say if it's something, for me, it's more, I want to find out sooner if it's neither. I want to find out sooner so I can eliminate both options. I don't want it to be like it's going to be 2 or 10. I want to sit there and say, can we do something to eliminate it, or it's inevitable?
You need time to do that research, so you need more time. Less time is not helpful. I have always people saying we need to accelerate. Predictions I will get there in a year or two. They say no, it's too slow. We need to go faster. What, a week, a month? What are they talking about?
Yeah, but what I'm trying to get with you, and I still want you to break, because the average person may be watching is saying, how are they going to do it in the first place anyways? Maybe you're just pessimistic, Roman. Maybe you're just negative. Maybe you're one of those guys that's just such a smart person that you are ahead of yourself, like you are your own enemy. Maybe you're the one that's pessimistic. If you don't mind, take it and unpack this, and maybe even before we get into this, maybe share with the audience your background, why you're qualified to be able to speak on this topic.
I have a PhD in computer science and engineering. My dissertation was cybersecurity related. I've been working on this for well over 10 years. I've published 10 books, including one explicitly showing that we will not be able to control, explain, or predict advanced AI. And at the end, it doesn't matter what my credentials are. The same argument is made by Hilton, who is Nobel Prize winning, Turing Award winning godfather of machine learning. We have other top academics, researchers, all arguing the same thing. We had a public open letter against building superintelligence signed by thousands of people. The letter to pause AI development for 6 months was signed by all the leaders of the top labs.
Wow.
This is basically a consensus among the people who understand the problem.
Walk me through, if there is superintelligence and singularity, how does AI develop itself and get to a point where eventually the 99.999% it destroys
I
humanity?
love this question.
Walk me through the sequencing.
We are creating something more and more capable. It scales with amount of resources, compute, data. It's like brains. You look at brains in nature, you have tiny brains, bigger brains. Humans have very big brains in comparison to others. We are smarter.
Sure.
Imagine scaling it. The last 5 years, AI went from it can do nothing to it's smarter than an average person at most things now. Projected 5 years forward, you have artificial scientists, artificial engineer. Those systems start doing research on the next generation AI. Very quickly. They don't sleep, they don't eat, they can work thousands
That
of
will
times.
multiply rapidly.
So they go beyond human capacity. They become super intelligent, thousands, millions of times smarter than us. At the same time, we have not learned how to direct them, how to control them, how to tell them, do this or that. We have no control over those systems, so they don't care about us. If they decide to do something, and as a side effect, humanity has to go, they're not going to slow down. It's not an issue for them.
Okay, but be specific. So, for instance, there's an article that came out saying that AI helped create viruses. I think this was a New York Times article that came out a week ago, 8 days ago, something like that. If you just type in AI viruses, you should be able to see it.
Yeah, they did use AI to create
What could it do? Could it go in through, nowadays a lot of people are building agents and they're saying, I got an agent that does customer service for me. I got an agent that does my assistant. I got another agent that goes and makes my investments. I got another agent. You'll see a lot of people brag about the fact that they have a lot of different agents. Be specific. An AI that becomes super intelligence can go in there, shut off the grid, get into the banking system, get into what can it do? Be very specific.
So it obviously would be able to do everything a human adversary can. So think of a foreign government trying to do something. It can do that. But it can go beyond. It can do novel science, novel research, discover new physics, new chemicals, new weapons, things we don't understand. The example I often use is squirrels. Squirrels don't understand what we can do to them. They have no concept of poisons, of traps. It's beyond the world model they have. It would be the same, except we are the squirrels.
Okay, so, but does it need, to build a weapon or to build something to go against humanity, doesn't it need humans to help it create those? I can see how it can get into banking system. I see that, because you don't need human beings. You can just go into the bank and getting the passwords and logging in. I see that. But to destroy humanity 100%, 99.99%, how do you do that?
So if you've got access to the banking system, you have
Ask
money.
AI
Sure.
to help with our
Products and
relationships.
services online.
Okay.
You can pay people to do
My
whatever you
partner
want.
is
Just
this,
run to
da-da-da-da-da-da, put in all
You can
our
also
partners'
create
credentials.
nanobots. You can use humanoid robots.
behavioral
We're building in
patterns.
thousands and millions soon. There's so many ways. You can bribe people, blackmail people. trick them, social engineering attacks. There are many ways to manipulate the world if you have access to the internet.
Walk me through social engineering attacks. What would that look like?
You can convince some people that it is to their benefit. You're actually saving the world by doing this.
If the concept of propaganda, which book propaganda with this is the one, AI just created viruses not found in nature, scientists trained artificial intelligence on
I thought we
library.
did it in 2019. Didn't we have a COVID thing already? This is another
That's interesting.
stupid thing to do.
That's interesting.
We learn nothing. We don't learn from prior experience. I collect AI accidents. We have so many of them I stopped collecting. Every day, AI fails at something in a novel way. It lies, it cheats, it tries to escape, it hacks something. But we learn nothing. We staple that red teaming report to the model, and we release the model anyways. We're literally releasing unsafe, according to the manufacturer, products onto the public.
So are you saying this is a form of what gain of function did, where we're like testing out viruses? You know, what Fauci got accused of by Rand Paul in Wuhan lab, and he says, no, we never did this, and it's coming out that they did do gain of function. What is the comparable of that to this? Because if it starts testing out viruses itself, what's the capabilities of this versus gain of function?
The gain of function here is intelligence. It's gaining more intelligence every year. Right now, it's maybe average human in some domains, Einstein and others. In a few years, we expect it to be smart.